Today, we're diving into a topic that's super important, but often feels like a total buzzkill: retirement planning after 50. You know, it's like that moment when you realize, oh crap, I spent my nest egg money on avocado toast and those limited edition sneakers. Seriously though, it's never too late to get your finances in check. Think about it. Whether it's ramping up your savings, exploring part-time gigs, or even investing in something fun, there are plenty of options out there. So, let's break it down and figure out how to make those golden years actually shine. You've seen the articles, haven't you? The ones with the smug 20-something sipping kombucha, talking about their Roth IRAs they started when they were 6. Start early, they chirp. Compound interest is your best friend. Well, guess what, Timmy? My best friend in my 20s was a credit card with a surprisingly high limit and a questionable relationship with impulse buys. My only compound interest was the mounting pile of takeout containers in my recycling bin. For many of us over 50, the concept of early retirement planning is about as relevant as a manual on how to properly churn butter. We were busy. We were raising kids, surviving corporate reorganizations, trying to figure out how to program a VCR, and generally keeping the delicate Jenga tower of our lives from toppling over. Somewhere between paying for braces and trying to understand what a meme was, saving $1 million just slipped our minds. So here we are. You're 50, maybe 55, maybe a glorious 60. Your nest egg looks less like a giant ostrich egg and more like a single, slightly cracked quail egg you found behind the sofa cushions. The financial gurus look at you with the same pity you'd give a hamster trying to climb a greased pole. They say things like, "It's not ideal," which is financial advisor code for "you are royally, spectacularly fucked." But are you? Is it really too late? Let me tell you, that's nonsense. Saying it's too late to plan for retirement at 50 is like saying it's too late to learn how to bake a cake just because the party has already started. Sure, you missed the appetizer course, and maybe everyone's already a little tipsy, but you can still show up with a magnificent, show-stopping dessert that makes everyone forget about the sad little vegetable tray from earlier. The problem is the panic. The moment we realize our retirement savings are a bit anemic, our brains go into emergency mode. We start considering insane, get-rich-quick schemes. Maybe I'll invent a self-folding laundry machine. What if I start a high-end artisanal toothpick company? I know, I'll become a professional pet psychic. Our financial strategy suddenly resembles a fever dream. Time to hit pause on the whole pet psychic gig and get real for a second. You're not at the starting line of a marathon with a sprained ankle. Nope, you're gearing up for a totally different race. This isn't a 26.2-mile slog, it's a 100-meter dash. It's fast, it's fierce, and there's no time for water breaks. The first step is to face the music, but not in a depressing, listening to sad songs in the dark kind of way. Think of it more like an action movie montage. You need to know your enemy. And your enemy is debt and wasteful spending. Go through your bank statements with the ruthless efficiency of a cinematic secret agent. That subscription to a magazine about rare South American ferns you've never read, terminated. The gym membership you use solely for the free towel once a year, gone. Every dollar you rescue is a tiny soldier recruited for your new retirement army. Next, you need to become an income-generating machine. No, I don't mean selling a kidney. I mean leveraging the single greatest asset you have, 50-plus years of life experience. You've forgotten more than those 20-something financial bloggers will ever know. That skill you have, the one everyone says you're amazing at, whether it's organizing closets, fixing leaky faucets, writing killer resumes, or baking those legendary sourdough loaves, it's time to monetize it. Start a side hustle, become a consultant, teach a class. Your wisdom is now your primary currency. Think of yourself as a vintage muscle car. You might have a few dings and scratches, but under the hood, there's a powerful, finely tuned engine that younger models can only dream of. Now, let's talk about investing. When you're young, investing is like planting a tiny sapling and waiting 40 years for it to become a mighty oak. At our age, we don't have time for saplings. We need a bonsai tree, something that grows strategically and looks impressive much faster. This means you need to be aggressive but smart. This isn't the time to bet your life savings on Dogecoin because your nephew said it's going to the moon. This is the time to get some actual professional advice. Talking to a financial advisor now is like hiring a seasoned guide to get you through a dense jungle. Sure, you could try to hack your way through with a machete, but you're more likely to end up walking in circles and getting eaten by something unpleasant. And what about downsizing? The media portrays it as this sad, final chapter. Giving up the family home for a tiny beige condo. But let's reframe that. It's not downsizing, it's right-sizing. It's not giving up, it's upgrading your life for maximum efficiency and fun. Less house means less cleaning, less maintenance, less lawn to mow. That's not a loss. That's a strategic victory against weekend chores. You're trading in a high-maintenance mansion for a sleek, manageable penthouse. More time, more money, less hassle. Who wouldn't want that? The biggest hurdle, honestly, isn't the math. It's the mindset. We beat ourselves up. I should have started sooner. I was so irresponsible. It's all my fault. Stop it. That's like blaming yourself for not knowing the lottery numbers last week. You did the best you could with the information and the life you had at the time. Self-flagellation is not a recognized financial strategy. Forgiveness and forward momentum are. Your 50s and 60s are not the epilogue of your life. They're the third act. In movies, the third act is where the hero, against all odds, pulls off the impossible. It's where the final, most exciting action happens. You have wisdom. You have resilience. You've survived fashion trends from bell-bottoms to skinny jeans. You can absolutely handle this. So, is it too late? No. It's just the beginning of your most brilliant financial comeback story. This isn't the retirement you might have planned at 25, but it could be something even better. A retirement built not on decades of slow, boring compounding, but on a decade of intense, focused, and brilliant action. It's your own personal heist movie, and the prize is a comfortable, joyful future. Now go out there and get it. Thanks so much for watching. If this little rant resonated with you, give this video a like, and be sure to subscribe for more financially adjacent comedy. See you next time.